Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me, FoxyNoTail, here on the truly Bedrock survival server. And I have been putting many more hours into my castle, as you may have just seen in that timeline. Time lapse. It's still not finished. There is still big holes in it. There's still a lot of work to do, particularly on the inside, but I really do feel like this thing is coming together and getting somewhere now. And I'm really enjoying the design as it's just unfolding, which I am completely winging it at this point. As you may be able to tell, it is completely just being thrown together on a whim, as I feel is the right thing to do at the time. One key area that is distinctly lacking blocks is the roof, and that is mainly because I've run out of dark prismarine. I need to get some more prismarine shards and some more ink sats in order to finish that off. And another area of concern is the new balcony or walkway that goes around this thing, which I've added in, which, as it goes around this turret here, has no support. Underneath there, it is just completely floating. It doesn't look very good at all, so we need some support work going in there. And you might be able to tell we have a few missing windows, and the windows are a little bit mismatched as well. So we've got some work to do in order to make that look a little bit better. I've added quite a bit of detail to this back wall here. It started off as a big flat slab, and now it has got lots of 3D-ness going on, but more to come. This big window at the top here we're about to fly through needs some serious work and blocks on there to make that look more interesting, and the big door downstairs needs something. And obviously the inside of this castle is still completely and utterly bare, but we do have walkways around the edges which will signify different floors, and we've got entrances and exits in certain places that will take us to different areas around the castle. Overall though, at this point I think it's looking absolutely great. I'm really proud of it, and yeah, I know it needs some more work, but right now I'm over the moon with what I've done, and I need a break from building castles, so we're going to take a break from building castles and go to building hotels. Oh jeez. And here is the hotel that we started building in the last episode. It has come a long way already, but it has got a long way to go. Lots more building and detail to go into this, particularly the decoration on the inside. That's going to take us quite a while, so I suppose we should really get started. So as I fly around this area looking at all of its glory with RTX mode turned on, I want to ask you a question. Do you enjoy it when I fly around the area looking at all its glory with RTX mode on? I've been adding a few of these into my videos now. I really like putting them in, and I've been putting some sort of moody music with it as well to make them sort of stand out a little bit more. Do you like it? Is it interesting? Does it add anything to the videos? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyway, like I said, let's get cracking. So back at my house, looking at my project board, which is located in my attic, I can see that we haven't really ticked too many things off the list, but we are working on quite a lot of the things. So the hotel is now orange because that is well underway, and that's where we're going to be going today, and we've done an awful lot of work since I last showed you. If you've been following my live streams, then nothing really much has changed. We've done an awful lot of work on stream, and this thing is getting really close to being done now. You can see the swimming pool area has pretty much been finished. We've got the swimming pool in with all the water in and the area around the outside. One thing missing though is a Tiki Bar. We are going to have a pool bar just over here, so we're going to be doing that in today's video. And this area here around the side, we're going to have an outside garden area where, well, where you can sit and eat and drink or just relax. So more of a nice area, so that needs doing. And as we go inside, you'll see we still have absolutely no decoration going on at all. So we've got to decorate the entire hotel, including all of the rooms. And the only one that has anything in is the room that I've been using to work things out on. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do on the hotel. We've also got the garden area outside that needs sorting out. The around the area as well, around the hotel, all needs sorting out and making look nice. We need some palm trees and bushes and things like that. And the roof is completely and utterly bare with nothing on it. So again, we need to do something on the roof to make it look a little bit more interesting. Speaking of live streaming, I've actually been spending an awful amount of time down my mine, doing lots of mining. We've actually had 2 full-length mining live streams, and the reason for that is basically to gather stone, andesite, cobblestone, and obviously the resources as well, like diamonds and what. Oh dear, a little bit of lighting glitch there. But yeah, basically we're massively running out of all of the good stuff, but mainly stone and andesite. So we've got our beacon down here, and we're doing an awful lot of digging, and we've actually reached all of the edges where the beacon won't reach anymore. So it's, yeah, for the next one we're going to have to move it, but we've got everything we need for now. However, before we do that, we are actually going to go over to the Guardian Farm and the Squid Farm, because we have almost no ink sacs and almost no prismarine. And the other place we're going to go is the shopping area, because we are down to our last 3 empty shulker boxes, which is not very good when we're wanting to, yeah, you know, move around a large quantity of things. Now, during my mining live streams, we've actually managed to accumulate a lot of ores and materials, specifically inside of our jewel box and our overflow box. We've got a whole load of diamonds that we got with our fortune pickaxe, and we got a load more diamond ore, which we got with our silk touch pickaxe. And I'm now at a point where I need to ask you guys a question. If you've been following this series from the beginning, you'll know that I have had a competition with Slack Lizard to see who can end the series with the most diamond ore. And that's why we haven't broken any of this down into diamonds. Then Slack Lizard and Dadcraft decided to have their own competition to see which one of them could get a shulker box full of diamond ore first, which means that Slack has way more diamond ore than me and kind of like overwrites our competition, really. So my question to you is, should we bother continuing to just generate diamond ore when we go mining and keep it to see how much we've got at the end of the series? Or should we break it all down into nice tasty diamonds and turn it into diamond blocks and see how rich we are so we can spend it at the shopping area? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And while you're in there, while you're fiddling about with the channel, why not hit that like button and consider subscribing as well if you're enjoying my content. So my first port of call is going to be the shopping area so that I can stock up on those shulker boxes, and I believe the best place to do that will probably be Jessie B's shop, because I believe she sells shulker boxes pretty cheap. Now let's just check that out. 3 diamonds per box. That's very cheap. Let's buy lots and lots of boxes. So 3 diamonds each. 9 diamonds per block of diamond. That is 9 shulker boxes. I shall take the top row and I shall deposit the diamonds. There we go. We now have many shulker boxes. Not that many, really. Could have got more. No, I don't need more. Well, I probably will, but not right now. Which means the next port of call needs to be our Guardian Farm, which is in the Nether. I'm currently in Slack's portal, and there was a way to get to it through his door here, but it appears there is no longer a way to go through to it through this door here. I don't know how to get to the Guardian Farm anymore. Slack, you've hidden the Guardian Farm from me. Jeez. Thought we was friends, mate. I mean, it's going to be through that wall somewhere, but which bit of wall is it going to be through? I don't want to go through, smashing through Liara's wall. She spent... Oh, here we go. I forgot. Yeah, we got this way of getting into it, haven't we? Forgot about this. Ignore me. You made that ages ago. I know, I forgot. And with the last few prismarine shards, we now have 9 shulker boxes full of prismarine shards, which is enough to keep us going for a while. And I've taken 3 shulker boxes of the prismarine crystals as well, because I don't think I'm going to be able to use all of those shards to make the dark prismarine, because we're just not going to have enough ink sacs. So yeah, that means we can make lots of sea lanterns as well, which is something else we always need lots of. Speaking of ink sacs, let's head over to the ink farm now. Now, I'm not expecting there to be many ink sacs here at all, considering although Big Chicken was here enough to get everything fully stocked, as in all of the chests full, you can see we get a lot of fish, a lot of bones, which takes up a lot of space in these chests. Now, it would be good to get a sorting system over here, but we really don't use this farm all that much, so I feel like adding a sorting system to it would just be a large waste of resources. When we're able to come over here and pick out the chests what we need, it's really not too much of an issue. Having said that, having more storage, having, you know, more chests there so there's more room to store stuff would be good, because it's actually a very fast farm, and from that we've not even been able to fill up a shulker box. Oh, jeez. But for bones, however, we have the opposite problem where we can't actually, fit enough of them into our available boxes. Yeah, there's way too many bones come out of this farm. This is a very good bone farm. It's a good ink sac farm, and it's also a very good fish farm, although all of the chests are absolutely full now. I need to come over here and sort this out at some point in the future. But today is not that day. Today is the day we're going to go back to the house, drop off all of those nice tasty things, and then go and get on with the hotel. Woo! Speaking of bones and shulker boxes, we have a lot of shulker boxes full of bones, which we could actually minimise into bone blocks, which would save us a lot of shulker boxes. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time now sorting those out so we can claim back some empty shulker boxes, because we've used them all again. Oh, jeez. And there we go. 5 shulker boxes worth of bones turns into 2 and a bit shulker boxes worth of bone blocks and a bunch of white dye that I crafted by mistake. Oh, jeez. Which means we now have 3 spare shulker boxes, which is absolutely wonderful, and that means that we can go and do our working at the hotel, which really didn't require any shulker boxes or any bone meal or bones or prismarine. Good job, FoxyNoTail. Thank you. We now have a little tiki bar over the pool and a little bridge, and it's a lot more bushy than I expected it to be, but it's not too bad. It kind of does the job. It's sort of like an outdoorsy fake wood type thing, you know, when you go to a swimming pool or like an adventure centre or something like that, and they've got this like weird fake wood around the place. Well, I thought the acacia planks really worked quite nicely for that, and I think it has the right sort of feel overall. We've got a little till here, we've got a little area for the person to walk behind there, and we've got this jungle wood bridge across, because I like the fact that the jungle wood is very similar to the granite tiles. It kind of blends in with this sort of jungly outsidey vibe, which does mess up our nice clean pool look, but I think it adds something a little bit fun for the kids, and also, like, well, imagine it was kids at this swimming pool at least, and somewhere nice for the adults to go and get a nice ice cream or drink or something like that. I think it's good. We've got a little access part here for the staff member to be able to get in so that they can work there, and I think overall it's not a bad little addition to the swimming pool. And yes, I have turned on RTX mode so we can get a nice look at this with the fancy graphics, and I think it looks great. But what's it like swimming underneath it? Is it an adventure? Let's find out what it's like to be a young person swimming underneath it. Oh yes. Yes, it was wonderful. I felt like I was having extra amounts of fun because I went underneath a bridge whilst I was in the swimming pool. I can tick that off as a good... Where have I gone? There I am. As a good job. Well done. I've now done the outside food area, and I'm pretty happy with it. If we come through here, this is not what I was planning on doing at all, but this has worked out really nicely. We've got this sort of luscious, gardeny, I don't know, like greenery vibe, which is not really what I was going for. I imagined this hotel was in sort of a really dry and warm area where it would be quite yellowy and orangey in terms of the grass and stuff, but I thought, no, do you know what? I really want this to look nice and luscious and a really nice place to enjoy your meal or your drinks on a lovely summer's day. So I've tried to make it look as, like, I don't know, not overgrown, but almost secret gardeny, like just lots and lots of greenery, lots of bushes, lots of natural materials like the seating. We've got like stepping stones running along the centre of this thing as well, and I really like it. And obviously we've got lanterns all the way around the edges so that it looks nice at night time, which hopefully we'll be able to see in a couple of minutes. And there we go. As the sun starts to set, the lanterns start to seem a little bit brighter than they were, and we really get a nice sort of evening meal feel out here. The chicken's certainly enjoying it. You might notice on the floor we've got some green concrete powder, which is sort of mixed in with... Oh no! Sad fox noises. Thanks, Tiz. I wanted to do a nighttime. Oh, jeez. I can wait 20 minutes. That's fine. Anyway, before TizzTom went to sleep and ruined our nighttime look in the garden, it's fine. We'll do another shot in a minute. In 20 minutes time, we'll come back out and do another one. But yeah, I just wanted to say we've got some lovely green powdered concrete or concrete powder mixed up with the grass in here to just add a little bit of variation and texture, make it look a little bit worn down. Got these stepping stones through the middle, and yeah, I really like it. I'm really, really over the moon with a little bit of work that I've done with that. But now I need to go inside the hotel and start working. Get out of my hotel, chicken, and start working on the dining room and the reception and all of the other rooms. We've got a lot of work to do, but I feel we're getting somewhere. Be lovely to see the outside area with the with nighttime. Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it? It's fine. The sun is setting again. I have made another request for people not to sleep with an extra please this time. Hopefully Tiz will see it this time and not sleep. I know he didn't do it on purpose. I'm sure it was an absolute accident. He didn't mean to. It's fine. I'm not mad at Tiz, but I really would like to see this at night time because even myself, I've not seen it in RTX yet. And chickens affecting my... Stop being a chicken, okay? Just, oh, it's still a chicken, but it's slightly less active. Go away. Off with you on the floor. Come on, nighttime. And there we go. That is better. We have a lovely starry night with the lanterns glowing nicely, giving a really nice little ambience to this area here. I absolutely love it. It probably didn't need to wait for 2 whole nights just to show this off in RTX, but I'm not complaining. And there we go. As we spin around, we can see the TB moon coming up in the distance there. It's wonderful. I've done a wonderful job, if I don't mind saying so myself, although I do hear zombies. Probably not a good idea to hang around. I'm no doubt going to get creepered, but I absolutely love this area. It looks so nice and warm and welcoming. I just want to sit down and order a nice tasty meal. Oh yes, yes, very nice, very nice. Anyway, we can sleep now and continue our works on the inside of the hotel, which has, look how blue that is, look how light blue that is, and look how lovely and warm and orange that is. Ah, I love it. Right, cracking on. We now have a reception in our hotel, and I have tried my best to keep it at... Why is there a sheep in... Why? Get it. Oh, take 2. Jeez. As I was saying before we were rudely interrupted, I now have a reception, and I've tried to keep it as clean and open as possible, which means not adding too much detail, and I think I've done a reasonable job. Let's go through some of the main features of the downstairs reception. What as opposed to the upstairs reception? Shut up. So first things first, we have the reception area, and we have 3 kiosks for that. As you can see, we've used the quartz and the glazed terracotta in the background as well, and I think that's come together quite nicely. We've got some clocks and a compass on the back of those tills to make them just look a little bit more interesting. And to our left, we have a waiting area where you would either wait to get to reception when you're first getting to the hotel, or maybe you're waiting for the bus to pick you up to take you back to the airport. On this side here, we've got the area which, if you've been on many package holidays, you'll know you have to sit with your rep or your representative from the holiday company for a while and talk about all of the things that are too expensive for you to do on the holiday. And I guarantee you they will use something along the lines of telling you that this is the only safe way to do the activities on holiday. Yes, they are getting commission, but if you try and do these activities yourself without going through them, then it's not safe and you will be ripped off. Yes, I've heard it many times before. We have the chiseled quartz blocks along the side making some shelves with flowers on, and the same sort of thing down here just to make it look still nice and clean and bright, but a little bit more interesting. And you can see we've got some of the birch trapdoors around the border of the bottom of the room as well. Again, just to make it not quite so flat, but also not too sort of detailed and intrusive. Over to this side, we have the internet area. We've got our little cyber cafe here. Got a couple of computers, one on that side there and one on that side there. There's some darkened glass, so it's a little bit secluded, but the reception staff can make sure you're not doing naughty things on the internets. And again, we've got a little area here with some pictures on it and a little bit of decoration, and the same thing here as well, just so it doesn't look too bland, but it maintains that nice, bright, white, open, welcoming feel. So imagine you've got off the plane, it's really, really hot, you're not used to the humid atmosphere, you've driven on a bus for an hour, it's really hot and stuffy and full of other people that are sweating and smelly. You want to arrive to a clean, cool, bright, nice and welcoming environment. And I think I've achieved that. I think this is exactly the sort of environment that you'd want to be at your hotel when you first arrive. So I'm really happy with what I've achieved here. The hotel is coming along lovely. But now it is time, sadly, for me to tackle those bedrooms. And there's an awful lot of them. 22 bedrooms all in all, if you count in both floors, and if we go inside one of them, we really don't have all that much room to work with, which means we're going to be working on a relatively small scale if we want these things to look half decent. Now, this sort of hotel, you would normally actually probably have more of an apartment than a hotel room. So you'd probably have a kitchenette with a cooker and a fridge and things like that, and maybe a hob so that you can do your own cooking. We're not going to be able to fit that in these rooms, sadly, so we are literally just going to be going for somewhere to put your clothes, somewhere to put your body when you're asleep, i.e. a bed, and a little bit of furniture on the outside, and I think that's pretty much all we're going to be able to squeeze in. I'm not sure if I'm finished with this yet, but I'm playing with the idea of having the walls on the rooms, the joining walls between the rooms, the glazed terracotta, a little bit like we got on the floor downstairs, and I quite like it. It adds quite a lot of noise to the room, but it makes them feel not quite as bland and a little bit more homely. I've gone for a wardrobe design at the side. You can see it's bright there because it's got a couple of end rods in the top, keeping it nice and light. That's where your storage would be. And outside on the veranda, we've got a couple of chairs, a little table to the side there, and I've tried very hard to make it look like... Oh dear, someone slept. Wow. Cheers, Tiz. Doing it again to me. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Rumbled by Tiz again. But yeah, I tried to make it look like the towels are hanging over the balcony there. I don't think it really works all that well. One thing you might notice is missing from this room. If you have ever been on holiday, you might know that you have a toilet in your room. In fact, you probably have a shower in there and a bath if you're really lucky as well. We haven't got room for that sort of stuff in here, so we're just going to put beds in for now. This is Minecraft. You don't need to go to the toilet. It's absolutely fine. And I think this is absolutely wonderful. Now that technically is a mushroom block. It looks a little bit weird with RTX on, but that's our little lamp in the corner. And I think it looks nice during the day and at night time, should we ever be able to see it properly. Now, would you believe, since the last clip, another entire live stream has been and gone, and I can now show you that we have quite a few rooms that are now fully decorated, which is absolutely lovely. So you can see on this hallway here, nearly all of the, well, in fact, all of the rooms have doors on, and if we go inside and check them out, they are very similar to what we saw before. We've got the, well, this one doesn't have anything hanging over the balcony, but we've got the similar room design in this one as to what we showed last time, and we have gone for the alternating glazed terracotta theme on the walls, which I actually really like. I think those rooms look really interesting, really nice, and very, very much like a holiday. Now, you can see this room is very similar to the last one, but some of the rooms are a little bit different. This one, for instance, has got some bunk beds in it. Obviously, this one would be for a family with children. Hopefully, none of them need to go to the toilet. And I've tried to make the balconies look a little bit different on some of them, but the majority are all very much the same. This room's very much like the first one as well. And as we go into this one here, we've got another one with the bunk beds there. Across the hallway, we get a little slight change up here. The beds are on the other side of the wall. Not a great deal else has changed in there either. And in this one here, we've got a twin room for sort of, you know, the couples that don't really... They're not couples, they're just friends that have gone on holiday, don't really like sharing a bed, which is absolutely fine. Balcony is very much the same on that one. And 4 more rooms. This one, another bunk bed one. This one here is another twin room. And this one here is another double room, although you can see this one's a little bit more squashed together. Because this is technically the last room, this one's just a storage cupboard for the cleaner. This one is the last room. It's actually only 4 blocks wide, so there's not as much room to work with. Now, this one has got the advantage of a double table on the balcony and a couple of extra seats, but it is very much thinner than the other ones and does feel a little bit more cramped. But I quite like it. I like the homeliness of it. Now, going upstairs, not a great deal has happened up there at all, which is sad news. I did actually have to cut the live stream short because I mean, you might be able to tell by my voice, but I've not actually been feeling very well the last couple of weeks. And believe it or not, this video has taken over 10 days to produce. That time-lapse you watched at the beginning, well, I did that over 10 days ago, so it's taken me an awfully long time to put this video together, which is bad news. The good news, however, is that come next week, you're going to have an awful lot of more interesting content from me there and the other TB members as well. We've got some very exciting things coming up for you, and I can't wait for you all to see that in the future. But for now, though, unfortunately, I am going to have to say thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying these videos, and if you are, please do leave a like, and please do subscribe if you're not already, because it really does help me out. Anyway, that's enough from me. See you all later. Bye!